Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar.
This is Danny.
This is April 1st. You know what that means, Danny?
It's Food's Day.
Nobody can believe what the fuck we say today. Oh, I cussed so early in the podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty early.
It was.
But it's April Fool's Day. We fooled the algorithm. Yeah. Now we're censored.
Point being, you don't know what's real today, you know? This could be the last episode.
It could be.
It could be.
Maybe this is not even being aired. I didn't post it.
No, the April Fool's on me.
I didn't post anything.
Idiot that we were posting an episode today.
Yeah, we're just here talking for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I had a lot of people like, throughout the day just we send memes back and forth.
Sure.
And like they know that I get stories for the podcast.
Right.
And they're constantly like, some of my friends send me some. And like today, like I was getting one. I was like, dude, don't even send me anything today. You cannot believe anything.
Surprisingly, today I have not seen any April Fool's stuff.
Oh, really?
Anywhere. Stacy sent me one because they had like a DNA test thing. I think it was. And it's like find what percentage of your DNA is related to a unicorn, something like that. But me myself, like just scrolling through. Well, no, she just sent me a screenshot. I couldn't find it, but I myself did not came across one. No, not really.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that people put to rest the whole fake pregnancy, fake proposals, fake. Like,
well, I mean, I guess now with online, these things get old, because you get to see it a lot. Now you're like. Well, I've seen a lot of people do the same prank. You gotta spice it up, get creative.
Well, I know for a fact a lot of people who like would take it. You take a lot of things to heart. Like, cause you see something, you get real excited. What was that?
Well, it's kind of felt the spice to it.
Yeah. So this is gin.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Gin and Juice by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. I was walking down the alcohol aisle and I saw Lowriders and I was like, yo, that's right up my alley. And
right up their alley.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I didn't mean to drink it without you. I don't know why I was thinking it was just a normal lager, but it's pretty good, right?
Good. Yeah, it's so smooth. It tastes like we're drinking water.
Yeah, it's good. You're like, so good. It tastes just like water.
Yeah, well, it's like flavored water. Yeah. And, like we know, like a lot of people used to take it to heart because, a bunch of people have problems getting pregnant.
Right.
And like they would see those posts of people making light of, something they were personally offended by.
Right.
Which is also like, people should be allowed to joke about whatever the hell they want. I understand. I understand where
it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
I also think it just gets old with online. You make the same pranks like. It's like the I haven't podcast since last year on the first Monday of the year. First time that somebody does it, you're like, okay, everybody makes that joke, but it's not in a podcast context. The third year that I do it, people just they don't want to hear it no more.
No one wanted to hear it the first
not even
time.
the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think obviously there's an overlap with like dad jokes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of corniness goes into these jokes.
Sure.
Yeah. And later on, I actually have like a whole list of like the popular ones. I don't know. You want to just jump into
Popular dad jokes?
Not dad jokes. I
popular
asked,
what?
Like April Fool's jokes.
Oh.
And like.
Let's see.
What came of and and like a bunch of other stuff.
Let's see.
But wait.
Not yet.
You're wearing a hat that says red hat, but it's black.
That's right.
That's all we get.
But if you look closely. There's a little red hat right there.
Yeah.
Or right here. I don't know.
It's on either side. On your right.
Okay. And right here, there's a red hat. So
yeah,
it is indeed red.
So you got back from your LA conference and we had one podcast already. It's like, are you back to being a Texan boy?
Yeah.
That was good.
I mean, I don't think I brought any habit. I mean, I was there at that conference like 24/7.
Yeah.
So there was no really any like exploration or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
And then people that were at the conference that we interacted with, people that travel. So you're not like really, talking with the locals or anything like that. But
gotcha.
And I asked you last time, I was like, I don't even know what you bring from over there.
Like what?
Like that is like a California only thing. Like yeehaw is a cowboy thing that you're like, went to Texas, now they have a, now they wear boots or something. Yeah. Like, what do you bring from over there that they're like, oh yeah, this guy's from California?
Yeah, no, that is a very Very.
Because a lot of times when I've seen like the memes that they talk about that, it's kind of like a, I don't know, like I guess there is a sort of a mannerism and the way you talk that
Yeah,
would be
and
different.
it's like New York's, they have their accents.
Right.
Boston has an accent.
Right.
Well, I mean, LA's. I mean, not just LA, California in general. You have like farmlands, you have mountains, you have
Right. It's not
valleys,
like-
you have cities. It's just, I think it's just so vast that you can't just.
and it looks like
pinpoint one thing.
Aguascalientes. So to me, it felt like
Every city outside of Aguascalientes looks like.
it looks like except Houston. Houston does not look like Aguascalientes for sure.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to come out swinging on this episode, and this is not an April Fool's joke, but I think the new Kong Godzilla movie is better than Dune. Yeah. Shut up. Wait. Which one's the?
Look,
On me.
I that makes me happy
Yeah.
because I like big action-packed movies like that.
Yeah.
For you to say that such a movie like that did better than something that was that got such a high rating, it's just like I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, look, I think Dune is a cinematic masterpiece. I think visually, like, it's gonna be hard to find something better looking than Dune, but the story is not the greatest thing in the world to me, you know. So I think Kong versus Godzilla X Kong, you know, is so freaking good.
I pulled up the tomato meter, and the
Yeah.
audience scores was 92, so that's
Yeah.
pretty up there. But the tomato meter was 54.
Yeah, so it's just like, look, it's so much fun. The fight scenes are all great. They incorporated like this little Kong, and it was really cool.
You know, Casino, 95% to 92. So yeah.
I said that, but the difference is over here is like, you know, like the critically acclaimed or whatever, the tomato meter
Oh yeah.
bullshit. And
I mean,
like,
I don't really
look,
trust that
I don't
one.
buy any of their shit anyways either. But the thing is, look, positives. No Timothy Chalamet.
No little thing
Yeah.
that makes
No
you-
little Hitler stashes on everybody. Okay. And you'll find out why Godzilla is pink on this one. It's freaking cool. You know, there is.
Is a fairy type.
It's action packed. The humans on there like aren't like completely like annoying. It's just like I think the cool parallels between Godzilla -1 and this one is that on -1 is completely centered around like, Godzilla's the villain in the Japan area. You know, this one they explain that Kong is the protector of the human realm.
Okay.
You know, so Godzilla balances all the kaijus out, and Kong would protect the humans from everybody else.
Okay.
Okay, so Godzilla's still the powerhouse, and it's Kong surviving in the inner world because at the end of the last movie, that they had to find a way to coexist, so they send them back into the center of the Hollow Earth.
Right.
You know, so you get to see him exploring Hollow Earth, and he becomes really, really lonely because he's used to interacting with humans.
Right.
You know, so the story takes off from there and is really good. The fight scenes are great, and it's just like it's a really, really action-packed movie. I think it's really hard to. It's gonna be really hard, like with the audience meters, to say like, like it's sucked. You know? Yeah. With the difference with Dune just looks so fucking amazing. They can tell you like the most boring story in the world, and you'll love it. You know?
Okay, I see. So,
and not only that, Dune has like 40 books, I think, something like that. So people been loving this. So it's not even like, of course people were going to love
they're
it.
gonna love it. So from all the Godzilla movies, I guess from the MonsterVerse, let's not consider -1 for this one. Which one do you think is like the lowest, like the worst one? So we got the first Godzilla, and then you have Godzilla, I guess number 2, which is where he fights the tree-headed dragon and all of that.
Yeah.
And there's the Kong, where they introduced Kong and Godzilla, or Kong versus Godzilla, or backwards. And then there's this one, Godzilla X Kong.
Well, I think I just like the storytelling on the one where they fight Gojira.
Okay.
About how he's an alien and how he embedded himself with all the other kaijus.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think visually that one looked cool, but I don't think it was the best out of them. I know that the Kong versus Zilla one was. I mean, the first one was kind of weird because of the so much traveling to fight that they were taking Kong to go fight.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and like whenever everybody always makes fun of the way that Godzilla stands on top of the surface of the ocean, whenever Kong has to be on the ship,
Right.
Because like how are you standing, bro? Like it's so deep, it makes no sense.
Underneath, he's like,
Yeah. Well, to defend their point, they show pictures of alligators how they float on the surface.
right. They do the little.
Yeah,
thing.
like they're just like they're dangling with their little feet. Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
I think
I can see that.
it's a fun watch. I think anybody will enjoy it, and like we said, like no Timothy Chalamet. So
I really like the
I'm
first
such
one.
a hater.
I really like the first one.
the Kong?
The original Godzilla.
Which
Wherever the guy from Breaking Bad comes out.
Okay, that one. Yeah.
It didn't have. I guess I haven't seen Godzilla X Kong. I don't think it had as much action because the first half of the movie, they're explaining like what's going on, but I think the intensity in it was really good. Then I would say the Godzilla where he fights the triple-headed dragon. I felt like that one was action-packed, but it felt like shallow.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla X Kong was cool how to introduce everything. So I think I would put the first one, and then the Kong one, and then last would be the second one. And I mean, obviously, after I see the new one, then we'll see where I put that one. But.
And I know a lot of people hated the Godzilla 2000, but that one came out when I was fairly young, so I liked the blue.
Oh, the one
with the babies and stuff.
Oh, the one where it's just a lizard. Yeah, I like that one. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was just like it was different. It didn't make sense in like the world that
of a Godzilla. When I discovered like the online world like of movie ratings.
Yeah.
And I saw like it got like a 6 out of 10. I was so pissed. I was like, "This is such a great movie. What the fuck?" And then eventually I learned the story of Godzilla, and I go, "Okay, piss people off. I get it. That makes sense."
Yeah, but whatever. It's still cool.
It's still cool.
Yeah. So that was my hot take straight out the gate. I know like there's a bunch of people who like absolutely love Dune after the second one. But I was like, where was all that love after the first boring one? Dang. After the really really boring one with terrible acting. Huh? Where was all that love then? Wow.
Everybody in the comments, let us know your anger. So, but I have a serious question for you, Casino. Did you watch the Puniverse? Did you get a chance?
I was gonna go.
He said no.
it was just because I
no, it's okay.
I went to a car meet, and then afterwards I went to the museum, and I was just beat. Like I did so much on the weekend.
That's understandable.
And then it was Easter. He has risen.
Oh,
have you seen all the Riz jokes?
Yeah, I saw one. It's like YOLO. It's like Sykes. Happy Easter.
That's so stupid.
It's like it was like on a cake. It's like YOLO, and then he's like, "Psych."
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
Okay.
And a little thing.
Yeah, I've seen like a ton of because
you sent me one on Instagram.
Oh, it was one about the Spartan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like when you see the hippie that you just crucified walking around.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No, but there's just like a bunch of them because Riz has become such a popular word. For charisma.
Riz.
Yeah, so they're like he has risen, and it's just like handsome Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you want to get into our folders? Like unless you got something else you want to add.
Well, I mean, what did I do? I went to the Candlelight thing.
Oh, I did see that. It was like the orchestra stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that. I'm sure they have that in other cities, not just Houston.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Traveling act.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We went to go see Coldplay. Stacy likes Coldplay.
I only know one song.
Yellow.
Yeah,
they play that one.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know too.
Yeah,
and it was cool, right? Like obviously.
The way I found out about that song was because it was on the Lo-Fi album.
Oh.
And they were singing on it, and I was like, oh, this is freaking awesome. Whoever the Lo-Fi artist fucking slaps, And then to come to find out it's a fucking cover.
Yeah, when it happens, like The Sound of Silence, best cover ever. And then
wait, is there like a ranking for like the best covers ever? Because
I had an argument with Well, not really an argument, but there's a song called Linger.
Yeah, I love that song.
Okay, so
I was just listening to it earlier.
She showed me a cover, and I really liked the cover. And she put the original one. Mm-hmm. I go, the cover's better.
Oh,
and she was like, what?
I don't know,
what? And I was like the cover is really good. I'm sorry.
No, Linger is like one of my guilty pleasures. Like because that one's not like it's the cranberries, and they say
Yeah,
like
the cranberries.
zombie. You know, so that is more understandable. Like a guy driving around being like zombie, and it's like, do you have to let it linger?
No, yeah.
So who sings the cover?
Wait, I
I need answers.
I need
You cannot
to-
just leave this on.
Well, no, I'll find the name right now. I don't
Yeah.
know the name of the.
Yeah, because
group.
I would like to propose that the Devil Wears Prada's cover of "Still Fly" is one of the greatest covers ever.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I forgot. There's a search bar up here.
Yeah,
I don't
I had never heard of.
It's called Lake Street Dive. It's a little band.
Never heard
Well, listen to it. No, I don't think. I don't even know who they are. It was just a random song that she played one day.
Go to YouTube, play it here, and then you just fast forward those so that we need to hear this.
Okay, Oscar's gonna hear it. Y'all can go look it up and
Yeah, and then you can pull up the list while this plays in the background.
pull up the. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, just to see it. Like let's go down this rabbit hole.
Okay, I like it. Like I said.
Okay, I've come to a conclusion on the cover situation, and I think you probably like it more because it's boppier. Like brain like syncopation. This completely strips away all the emotions of the lyrics.
Okay.
The other song is more like
So one thing I told
touches your soul.
Sure. One thing I told Stacy, and I also told this to my mom because I found some Mexican music that's covers by new bands, and my mom is like, the original is so much better, and she's like, play it, and I play the original, and I go, it's good, but I kind of like the new one. And what I realized, and I told her this, is I also think because it's recorded in a more modern time, so the quality of the audio sounds a little bit more new, like the instruments maybe doesn't sound like I don't know how to explain. Like there's some songs that you can.
I guess you can say like has a more like a more of an analog feel to the older stuff.
Sure, like I guess yeah. If you, that's a decent way. That's a good way to describe it. It's like you can hear that was recorded at an older time. Obviously, it's not the song's fault, but you know, it's just when you play it loud.
I think
and the instruments sound more
this
clear.
This one's completely different though because they completely rearranged like the chorus. Like this one, there's like a freaking xylophone going on in the background. Like it sounds so cheery to a song that's not meant to be cheery. You know,
it's supposed to be cranberries instead of cherries.
The cherries. Look, I don't think it's bad by any means, but I wouldn't.
And I heard it first too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is also that factor that like people tend to lean on the first version.
Yeah, I heard it first. I heard it many times, and then she plays the original, and I go,
like, there's a sing-no song. It's like a cover of like a reggaeton song.
Okay.
Do you remember El Perdón?
I think I know who Signo is. I'm trying to remember that song, but it's not clicking.
Okay, well later on we'll look it up. Yeah, but El Perdón, I hate the original version.
Okay.
Like Signo's version to me is it. Okay. But like if you heard the other one first and then don't like this type of norteño bands and stuff, I would get why you wouldn't like it.
Right.
Yeah, but I think based off lyrics alone, I think this new version doesn't make sense.
Okay, because you say it feels more like a love song, and not a love song, like a more like a not a sad song. And the original is meant to be a sad song. It makes sense because one time I look up the lyrics and I go, oh, I thought it was like a love song. Turns out it's not.
Like the chorus goes, "I'm missing you. You know I'm such a fool for you."
No, you're right about that because I do remember. I went and looked up the lyrics and I go, "Oh, this is a sad song."
Yeah,
and I thought it was like a love song. I that makes sense. I give you that.
Yeah, but I was walking around Specs like listening to it, so it's kind of insane that you brought it up right now. Just today, wow.
The it's because Mars is on retrograde.
Mars is in retrograde. Yeah. So we pulled up a list of the covers. And originally, it was like a bunch of oldies that popped up because like for the longest time, people like recreating songs, and I don't mind it. I like whenever they get a whole new breath of fresh air, like a song gets a whole nother life.
Kind of like what you mentioned, like one was reggae, and then it became a norteño. You're like, oh, it's kind of cool that how you twisted that to this new different kind of music style. Is that what you meant? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was a complete genre swap.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's cool to see that.
Yeah.
It's good to see that.
So we'll start at number 10.
They're doing that a lot right now with corridos tumbados. They're getting like a bunch of old songs and then putting them as corridos tumbados. I'm not that too. But,
That's right. Number 10 is "Bulls on Parade" by Denzel Curry. As like this is like the top 10 covers. We put like modern lists because the other ones were so old.
right.
That's like, yo, I'm
We weren't even.
yeah,
we
yeah.
were. We need covers of those covers.
Like Danny doesn't know who the mamas and the papas are unless
No.
Stacy has shown them.
No.
You know, it's just like
And if I do, I don't even know because, I mean, it's the names.
Yeah.
I don't know.
well, Bulls on Parade. It's just like it's a 1-for-1 cover of Rage Against the Machine song. I've actually heard this one.
Okay.
Denzel Curry's a really, really good rapper. I like his music. And it's just he just covered the song, and it was cool because it's like, oh, look at this rapper like singing the song really good.
Really good.
You know, so it was nothing really, really great. I don't know, 9 or 8. Let's just keep going until
9
we see something
Blue
we
Monday,
like.
8 Blowout, 7 Best of You by Prince.
Yeah, and it says that, so Prince covered the Foo Fighters.
Interesting.
Okay, this is
Billie Eilish.
yeah. It's like people are already covering like her
Billie
music,
Eilish.
and it's already like getting people's attention.
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
That's,
you know?
that one was Bad Guy.
Yeah.
By the Interrupters. Back to Black by Lisa Melissa and the Mess. I don't know. Another Love by Prince.
Nope. Yeah, no, it's because a lot of this is gonna be.
You know which one did good?
Africa by Weezer.
Oh, you know which one? I mean, wasn't the song that made Grupo Frontera famous a cover? The
Yeah.
first song.
Yeah. See, these type of lists will never have stuff like that on there.
Right.
But yeah, what was it called? No se va.
No se va. Right?
Yeah. I remember when I looked it up, and it was like some Spanish guy, and it completely sounds insanely different.
Right, like the one from Disturbed. Very different. It's great. It's great. Oh, it's number 1. The Sound of Silence.
No.
Yeah, it's just silent,
not.
so you can't see it.
It's not.
But, it's because. Wait, hold on. Let me do Control F.
Oh, you gonna see if Disturbed is on there?
Land of Confusion. That's
That is a good one too.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, you've heard it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
there you go. 87.
87.
The Sound of-
Okay. Put
Wait.
a Still Fly.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but The Sound of Silence is better than Land of Confusion. But Land of Confusion is good, but come on.
It just sounds really, really like kind of boring.
You're boring.
I like the
And
song.
I hang out with you.
I like the song. It's just-
Wait, what you say?
Still Fly. If it's not on here, I'm burning this place down.
Let's go burn it down.
Yep. No, fucking bullshit ass list. No respect for the metal music.
For the Forever.
Metalcore
What's
movie.
this website called? Can't read. Forever in Electric Dreams.com.
Yeah,
That's such
yeah.
a mouthful.
Yeah. Who cares? Don't give them a plug. Fuck them. They don't
Yeah.
have their worst problem.
No, but they have Disturbed, so they deserve it. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So did you know that Disturbed actually lost best live performance when they were getting nominated for a Grammy for The Sound of Silence?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
They lost to Beyonce. Yeah. So
Single ladies or what?
no, it was some song that she did with with some guy who's an actual rocker.
What year was that?
You
know?
I didn't. Check
Well,
the
not
year.
too long ago.
Yeah, it was
but-
not too long. It was probably like, maybe it could have been like 4 or 5 years ago. By
Okay,
now.
okay.
But it was just like it was such an absurdity because the whole rock community was just upset because like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
You know? Yeah, of course he would say that.
It doesn't.
Yeah, we gotta be careful what you say because the Beyonce fans are rabid. You know,
Well,
and right now she is fighting an uphill battle with country music.
really?
Because once again, like same thing that they did to Lil Nas X whenever Old Town Road came out, like they didn't want to classify it as a country song.
Right.
You know, when they by all means like
Not even with whenever. Didn't he had a John
oh yeah
straight? What's his name?
no Cyrus Billy Ray Cyrus
yeah.
that was
Ese.
that was until he got his little cosign. Yeah, nice. April Fools.
Got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
No, but it was like an uphill battle because it's just like it's clearly like a country song. It like and nowadays like modern country music has 808s and like literally has like so much influence from hip hop that people are still gonna freaking like treat like Beyonce like that. It's insane.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually haven't checked out the music because she doesn't make music for me. Like I'm not
For alpha males.
Yeah, for alpha. That was a good one. That's the first dad joke I'm not gonna hate on.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. So how did we get on this?
Oh, so
music
the
topic?
candlelight dinners. I was just gonna say that I only knew the song Yellow.
Yeah. Was it a dinner?
No. I mean they sold like pastry and wine if you wanted to like have that while the thing was going on. But it was at the museum. There's a flight museum.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So you could we got there a little bit early because it was the seating. There was 3 sections, but on the section that you're in, it's a first come first.
Oh, okay.
So you have to get there early. So we got there early, and then you can walk around and actually see the stuff in the museum. So they had it was cool because they had the candle stuff, little stage in the center, and then the scenery background is a bunch of planes.
That's awesome.
So that looks great. I felt like they needed more candles.
Okay.
I think that it's a big room.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be a lot of empty space.
Yeah, because it's in the hangar, right?
Right. So there's a lot of empty space. It was understandable. Like, how do you make it look like a candlelit place?
Concert, yeah.
But at the same time, like, I felt like there was a part where I was like, I wish there was, like, way more candles. Obviously, the candles are not real candles. Because I was one that was like, man, they don't worry about, like, a safety thing. And is they're not real candles? And I was like, wow.
It's a program to look like they're dimming.
Yeah, and they also have like a little thing, and I guess they have like, I don't know, either throwing air or something moving, so it's moving like this, so it looks like a flame. So it's like, all right, that's cool. But I obviously, like, I didn't know really any of the songs.
Yeah,
I knew Yellow, I knew the last one, and I think
there was a Bad Bunny one too.
Okay, they have a bunch. They have Rihanna. They had Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah,
they have a bunch of those. But I was gonna say is that I knew Yellow and I knew the last song because I had heard it before.
Was it Viva?
No, I don't know.
I remember something. I'm not a big Coldplay fan.
Viva la Revolución.
Yeah, I think they have a song called like that.
Okay,
I like their whole album. I think an album is. You want to look it up?
No, I believe you. I believe you. No, I thought you said Viva la something, and I was like, Revolución.
Well, it might not be Revolución, but it says Viva something.
Viva Las Vegas.
I don't think it's
Viva la Vida. Viva la Vida.
I think that's it.
Things Viva. It's Viva la Vida.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that one.
So you are a Coldplay fan, liar.
So I knew two, but obviously, I guess if you go see someone that you know all of their songs, then you can follow along better. But yeah, it was cool. ¿Qué más? Yeah. So that's kind of what led to our conversation to this. But I had a little thing I was gonna ask you. So this might lead to a guru pit, might not lead to anything, but I just want to show you. So kind of like in Game of Thrones, you know how like winter was coming?
Yeah.
Well, right now a wedding is coming.
Oof.
And so
it's only your demise though.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that there's wedding planning stuff, and sometimes as you are planning, you look up stuff online, and then you get memes and stuff like that, and you see things. So we saw these two things, and just wanted to show it, and then I had like two little questions that could be I guess we could consider a little guru pit. Yeah. So here's the first one. I think this was last week, but here we go. You want me to read it or you read it?
You can go ahead and read.
All right, this is a Reddit post. It says, okay, I contemplated posting this, but as time passes, I grow more inclined to do so. And I seriously need your thoughts on this. Not for a friend, but for me, as I'm completely stupefied. There's a Disturbed song.
I was about to say the same thing.
That's not your face.
That's one of the best Disturbed songs, too.
By this happening. Honestly, that's not my favorite song, to be honest. We received the most beautiful wedding invitation via mail and have responded well before the deadline with our choice of dinner and space for two. Days later, we received a sweet voicemail of thanks for responding, followed by a request for $150 to cover dinner at $75 per person. Okay, what? That's how I read that. Has anyone ever heard of this happening? What in all creation on planet Earth? By the way, this is not a destination wedding. And even at those we've attended, we have never had to pay for a plate. Help. Do you think this is, I guess for this particular case, do you think like that's cool? Like imagine I send you the invite and then you're like, yeah, my dad's coming, Laura is coming. And I go, all right, bro, it's $225.
Yeah.
I'm liking this idea right now. Hold on a minute. I'm reconsider.
Okay. So I think it culturally matters. You know, like it varies.
Sure.
Because in our culture, it's you invite everybody and their mom. They can bring the donkeys invited. You know, it's just like everybody shows up. It's a giant, massive celebration. But I'm a more modern Latino man because I don't like.
Is that more modern or is that more like an American thing?
I guess I don't know. I don't know if they've changed their. I haven't been to a wedding in Mexico.
Okay, yeah. I'm just curious.
Yeah. But because look, like a lot of people don't give gifts. Okay.
Yeah, better. For this one?
Look, the way that they explain it here in the U.S. is if you are invited, is like at least bring a gift the same price as the food you're gonna eat. You know, a lot of places charge you, like if you're buying like catering packets, like, you know, I'm pretty sure you've seen that. It's like $50 to $70 per person. You know, that's why it makes sense. I don't know. Is yours more?
Well, mine was a bundle, so I have no idea what's the. I don't know how it divides the cost.
I know that, you know, one of my god sisters got married, and
but that's the price I've heard though. It's like 50 to 75.
My god got married in the aquarium, like in downtown, right? And I think to add people, it was like
fish.
They had a fresh fish.
You can pick it yourself. That one.
Yeah, it was $125 per person. And like her mom wanted to keep inviting people. She's like, well, you're going to have to pay out of your pocket because I'm not paying for these people. I don't know them.
Right.
You know? And here in the U.S., it's like, even when my brother got married, my dad was like, you got to invite blah, blah. You got to invite blah, blah. And we're like, we haven't talked to them in fucking a decade. Why am I going to invite them?
Right.
It makes no sense. And I'm pretty sure you're going to deal with that or dealing with that. I don't know if your parents have asked you to invite people you don't know.
They bring it up, and I'm like, oh, yeah, Oscar.
Very funny.
The 330 subscribers of the podcast.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, like this is absurd, though.
I agree.
Because
but
you're inviting them. They're not asking if, can I invite someone else? You know?
Right.
If they were asking to invite, like, a third person, then you're like, you got to send that fucking money. Okay. Right. You know,
sure.
At least that's how I feel it should be, because you're the one inviting. You have reached out and you're like, invite an RSVP. That already means that you've already accounted them. You're just basically saying if you are gonna go.
Right.
Yeah. So I think for this poster, it's like, yo, fuck that, never go. And if they don't like it, I'll be like, yo, juices.
I do think that if someone invited me to their wedding and they were like, here's the bill, I'll be like. Like, I wish you the best. Yeah, and see you after the wedding. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah. I guess if it was you and you were going that way, I'm like, fuck. If I don't go, I'll have to see him on Monday. So fuck it. So I'll pay, but look, I'll be eating double. I'll take to-go box and everything. Well, so anyways.
So what were your thoughts?
Well,
so, like, I took over.
For this, I think, I also think it's dumb. I mean... It's a celebration, and I don't know. Like I to me, the way I view like a wedding is, you're like, this is my special day, and I want you to be a part of it. Yeah. So, to make it in a way that this is my special day, I need you to make it happen by giving me money so you can be there. I don't know. It just feels weird. Yeah. Obviously, like to me, I'm like, if you don't have money for food, give maruchas. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna go to someone's wedding and be like, what, they gave like pizza. Soup or pizza and that's it. Like I'll be like, no, whatever you have with whatever income you make your special day however you want it. I'm happy that you invite me. If you want to make it extra and then you want me to pay like for my attendance, and to me that's weird, because I feel like then I'm not being part of it. I'm just in a way you are, but it's also kind of weird. So I'm like, no, give me maruchas or pizza. And it's not me trying to be cheap. It just feels weird to me.
Yeah. No, this is bad. And first of all, I mean, if it's after the fact, like if you would have said it ahead of time.
Yeah, that too.
What if people have already bought like dresses and bought like their suits and shit? And then this just seems very, very bad way that they went about it.
Here's another one. Yeah. So this one is... so they have an RSVP, right? And so they put by September 10th, you have to RSVP whether you're going or not. And then it says, if you don't RSVP by this deadline, then you have to bring a chair and a sandwich, or you won't be allowed to come in.
That's so fair.
Okay.
That is so fair.
So then...
I'm on the side of these people. It's just like, look, like there's a lot of planning. There's a lot of stress that goes into it. I'm not going to worry if you can eat or not if you didn't bother responding to the invitation. And I want to also mention, like... I went to my buddy Brian's wedding, and there was max maybe like 30 people there. Right. I had a freaking blast. You know, like there's people who invite like tons and tons of people, and it's also fun. But you know, at the end of the day, it's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive. So it's not like you're gonna buy a lot of food extra or rent extra chairs for people who didn't RSVP.
Okay, so then that led to a couple questions that maybe Guru Pit. Let me just pull it up real quick. So the first one is related to the RSVP. Yeah. So the question is, like this one, right? So if they don't RSVP, by a certain date, do you close the RSVP? Like, that's it. You didn't RSVP by this date. You're not welcome to the party.
Because if they want to...
Why did they show up on the day? Because
Well,
these are now questions related to the planning that Stacy and I are doing, right? So it's like, okay, there's an RSVP page. Okay, suppose that someone didn't do it by the certain date.
I haven't done it.
Well, no, we haven't. No, that wasn't the RSVP though. That was just us collecting info, like addresses and shit. That's okay. But the RSVP, so we were talking about, is like, okay, so we want to know how many people by a certain day so that we can plan properly food and everything.
Yeah.
Suppose that there's some people that, we kind of know they're coming, but they didn't do the RSVP. All right, sure. We again, we're not there yet. But you can kind of like my parents, I will do theirs. You can know some people like, you'll do theirs. But there's some that you're like, I guess they might not come. Maybe they have something to do or they're traveling. But they might not RSVP. So then the question was like, okay, if you close this day, do you become like strict? Like, nope, you had to this day, you're no longer welcome. And then...
Well, I think it extends to the whole not being welcome part. I think it's just like that will be the time wherever you bring up the fact is like, look, you didn't RSVP by the time we already ordered the food. Like, please, if you're going to show up after like 8, you know? I think that's perfectly fair. And not only that, there's a bunch of people who will not show up on time.
Sure.
There's a lot of people who don't show up.
There's a lot of people that don't eat.
Yeah, exactly. So I think at the end of the day, like, you're going to be fine. I know that Ricky was also like, went through the same thing. He had tons and tons of food left over.
Yeah, and I don't think I was invited, but I tagged along because at the time I had just met Rick.
Yeah,
a little bit
acquaintance.
Yeah, so they were like, come on. I was like, I didn't RSVP, but I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah. Like we were saying that uno invita muchos.
So I showed up. I remember. But then
Danny was a part of my +7.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so anyway, so that was one question. Here's the other one: a seating chart. Yay or nay? Yay or nay on a seating chart?
I think if you can lock down how many people you're doing, I mean, I guess it's cool. But then you would also want your families to co-mingle. So I don't know. It's weird because if you don't do one, and then it's just based on like they're gonna be like all on her side, her family, all your family on your side, and no one's gonna really mix
with the country music over there.
Yeah, exactly.
No mariachi on this side. Well, I think. One, I think it's how many people you're expecting matters.
Yeah.
Like if it's 50, you can do a seating chart.
Yeah. How many people are you inviting?
We booked the venue for 300.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We invited the donkeys.
Yeah.
The donkeys. But then, what I was telling Stacy for the seating chart, I'm like, I think the problem now is like, what if people show up that they show up early, and then it's like, well, you get that table in the back, and then the people that got a nicer, closer table, they show up late. And then the people that got there early is like, there's a whole ass empty table over there, and they put us in the back. And then, like, it just feels weird, like, whenever you have to, like, judge these kinds of things. So, like, when we were talking, I'm like, I think what we ended up deciding was, like, we'll have some tables that are reserved for the close family, and then the rest are just sit however you want to sit.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that was the other one. And, I mean, we already talked about whether...
Am I going to be in the close family?
Well, you're the one of the groomsmen. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, we have roles for each person in the wedding party. You're going to be on the people that take care of the kids. They have a little playground.
like Michael Jordan.
You can
said,
just
fuck them
it's
kids.
okay. You can just play an episode of the podcast. They'll be entertained.
True.
Just put 2 episodes back to back on a playlist.
They're gonna
party.
be so smart.
Yeah, by the time they know how to plan a wedding, they know about covers, Godzilla, X-Con. They're covered.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, Godzilla is better than Dune.
Yeah. Then their parents are gonna kick them out. But anyway, I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacy said, what if someone is dressed up in white? Do you have the right to spill wine on them?
It's the party's job to spill white, something on them.
All right. Well, there you go. There's an answer to that one.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Don't worry, Stacy, we got that one.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, you want to see some dumb April Fool's jokes going wrong?
Let's take a look at some.
Yeah, I didn't want to go too dark because I'm pretty sure there's people who've died. I just wanted to do like lighthearted stuff.
Okay.
So there's a lot of these stories are actually like overseas and stuff like that, and it's just So the first one we got. The BBC, not to be confused with America's BBC.
Okay.
This is from the UK. Like
UK's BBC.
UK's BBC.
Are they related?
No, not by any means. Yeah, so they pulled an April Fool's joke. If you scroll down a little bit. Not that much.
Well, you told me to scroll
I said
down
a little bit so we can see the image.
Oh, well, I don't know. You didn't tell me to show the image.
No, I mean, I still need to read the article. Go back up.
Because, are you messing with me?
No, just go down a little bit. Just go down a little bit. Right? No, back. Yes, perfect. Okay.
You're not invited to the wedding.
So, apparently in 1957, they aired a segment about farmers in Switzerland being like, yo, the annual spaghetti harvest is, like going on at the moment. And for they showed like doctored images, of course, like of spaghetti like on trees. And by the end of the segment, they had people calling like, yo, how do I get a spaghetti tree? Yeah,
spaghetti tree.
Which I think is funny because back in the day, the internet isn't available.
Yeah. What do you ask?
Yeah.
There's no ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, yo, ChatGPT, like I love pasta. Tell me where to get it.
How do I get it?
So this was just a really, really lighthearted, but it just goes to show how literally like people will believe what they see.
How naive.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the BBC. I'm like, why would the news station lie to you?
Right. Yeah, so that it can go from two elements, right? Like how naive you are, and then how much trust you have on this medium.
Yeah, so genuinely on April 1st, I don't believe shit.
But did they explain how you get one of the trees?
What, just scroll down.
'Cause I kind of want one.
Yeah.
Stacey likes spaghetti.
I think, who doesn't
Well,
like
she
spaghetti?
likes pasta, which is the same thing, kind of.
Oh, look, if it says right there.
Which one? This one?
It says the broadcast was presented by Richard Dimbleby, a distinguished broadcaster widely respected for his integrity and reporting skills. See, so he was known for being.
So it's like if I made a messed up prank.
Like exactly,
that, right? Like very
exactly,
integral person.
Yeah, it says with utter seriousness. Dimbleby narrated footage of a Swedish woman meticulously harvesting strands of spaghetti from the trees, carefully laying them out in the sun. He further explained that thanks to years of carefully breeding, the farmers practiced all spaghetti strands remarkably grew to the same length. Wow. Yeah, dude, he fucking got them. What a bunch of idiots.
It's obviously fake because the spaghettis are soft, so it's not like they're pre-cooked.
Oh, so you're right.
They came pre-cooked on the tree.
Yeah. So it says that this has been one of the most iconic.
Which is, no matter how many people believed it, it's not harmful, right?
No, it doesn't.
Is there any way that it could be harmful? Like someone said, selling spaghetti tree, the last one of the season, $10,000, and then they they sell it and run away with it.
Yeah, no, like you said, harmless is good.
But you know what is not harmless? You're not passing me another of these gin and juice.
I didn't know that you were done.
Bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to know. Some things are just premeditated.
That means you knew.
Exactly.
Premeditated. It literally means you planned ahead.
I need you to plan ahead.
Okay. So yeah, let's keep moving on. There's a couple on here that I threw on here. So this next one. Now we're back to the States.
Let's go.
You know, who's smarter than the American public,
Nobody,
not a single soul, okay? Really? So it says 2 decades ago, Taco Bell convinced the Americans that...
Taco Bell convinced America.
It's because I said... Okay, all right, let's start that over, okay? 2 decades ago, Taco Bell convinced America that they had bought the Liberty Bell. So it was literally the Liberty Taco Bell.
That's a good ad.
Yeah. So this one actually, I was excited. So I read ahead, and they were saying that because they were trying to buy some of the debt. The U.S. put like big historical objects for sale. So they purchased the Liberty Bell.
Did you see that pun?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. So did you read it? The pun.
Oh, no, I didn't.
When fast food company announced it was renaming historic relic, people went ballistic. Whoa, John Kopp. Good job. Good job, John Kopp.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, people obviously, whenever they found out about this, there was uproar. People calling like the network, being like, "How dare they sell this?" You know, blah blah.
We're losing our freedom. We're losing our liberty.
Yeah. So, welcome to the United States of Taco Bell. Yeah.
A lot of people like Taco Bell, so
I've grown fond of it.
really.
Yeah.
Wow, I have not done that.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not looking forward to it.
this next one is kind of insane because there's not a lot of articles debunking it. Like everybody took it as fact, and I had to actually look for a little while before I found somebody being like, "Yo, this is fake."
Okay.
Yeah. So BMW announced the lunar paint.
The lunar paint.
Yeah, so it says the next step in electric driving. So it was supposed to be that with the lunar light, you would be able to charge your car at night. So even when the sun was down, you'd be able, to charge your car, you know?
Genius.
Because everybody who's against solar power, they're all like, well, the sun sets. And be like, yeah, fucking batteries don't exist, you know? And they came up with a solution that it was a paint to help innovate it. But a lot of people don't know. The only reason we have light from the moon is because it's light from the sun.
Like the one in the morning?
Why?
But in the morning, you don't see the moon.
It's just reflecting light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny works at NASA, so he knows that.
I know everything.
Yeah, he knows everything.
How do you think NASA got that info?
Yeah. Okay, Danny doesn't really work at NASA, but
I don't.
Yeah, but if he did, he would tell us about the.
I have a shirt from NASA.
Yeah.
I don't either.
But this is really cool. I thought it's funny. It's a very, very convincing ad. Look how good it looks.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was an i8, R8. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's i8. Yeah, well, whatever. Point being,
one of those. One of the lunar ones.
Yeah, the lunar painted ones. Yeah, and it's crazy because there's tons of articles through the car communities. They're talking about how how much extra it costs to pay for the lunar paint. It's insane. Yeah,
I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do people really get mad over this shit? Like, it's April Fool's. Like, you can get mad in the moment if you got caught and you're like, oh, I'm so stupid. Fuck. But then after that, you're like, well, it is April Fool's. So,
yeah.
You know,
I think at the very beginning, you'd be like, dude, I got fucking duped by this stupid thing.
Yeah, at first. Yeah. But then after that, you're like, okay, it is April Fool's. It's not a bad thing once a year, you know. What's this? Tender height verification?
Yep.
No friegues.
Yep. So at the very you read the bottom part first.
Okay. Introducing the thing you never asked for, but definitely always wanted. Tinder height verification. Coming soon.
That is so fucked up and offensive because, dude, I can already imagine the comments of these fucking insecure guys would be like, is there a weight measurement for the women?
Oh.
It's just because they're so fucking insecure. I'm pretty sure, whenever this was released in 2019, that's probably what it was filled with. Yeah. So, obviously, this was an April Fool's joke. They were never going to include that, you know, because you're able to type in whatever height you want. And a lot of people lie because they feel that the girls won't talk to them if they put that they're
short.
How tall are you? 5'7"?
5'6", bro. Get it right.
I was being nice.
Yeah. According to Stacy, I'm 5'7", but
that's good. Just leave it.
But I'm used to 5'6", so.
Why are you arguing that point?
Because it's on my ID, and then
it'll be like you grew up since then.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So Tinder replied after the fight. He's like, so yeah, high verification is an April Fool's joke, but what's not funny is lying about who you are on Tinder. Damn. So stand tall or short. We don't care.
Embrace your yard. Go get that 3-inch surgery.
Yeah. Yep. The bone.
Something.
Expansion. TLC.
That
was a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, so.
What's this?
Yeah, so click this one. This one.
Let's
This one. I when things are announced for April Fools, I don't trust them.
Okay.
But this was something big for the podcast because we are known to try shit we see on the internet.
Right.
You know, we tried.
Unfortunately,
we tried Pilk.
And most of the things we've tried have actually turned out to be either good or just neutral.
We tried Miller Dews.
We did. We tried Miller Dew and
the hot dog straw.
the hot dog straw. There's more stuff we've tried.
Yeah. So introducing from 7-Eleven the hot dog sparkling water.
Let's go.
It's
like the Big Red.
This is so fucking gross. What do you mean like Big Red? The Big Red does not taste not hot dog water.
Oh, hot dog.
Yeah. What the hell do you think?
I don't know. I saw the word hot and I thought something spicy.
No. This is like, people boil their hot dogs and then the
Right.
water left over.
So you can drink this with a glizzy.
Yeah.
Glizzy straw.
Or you can pour ketchup in it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so fucking
Yeah,
gross.
that's
That's so
We
fucking-
tried ketchup tamales and we didn't hate it.
There's a new argument about that. People are putting ketchup on their tacos. We'll talk about it. But look, but this one, I was going to buy it for the podcast.
I still remember you sent it.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just don't know if it's real yet. We'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
If it's true. If it is true, let us know in the comments because
Yes.
we don't see the future yet. We're waiting on that expansion. So,
That DLC.
are you excited for it though?
I'm a big fan of sparkling water.
Right, yeah.
But I am not a big fan of hot dog water.
And they have like the
disgusting.
bacon wrapped hot dog sparkling water.
Oh shit! That one, we're buying that one.
We're buying that one. We're buying the 24 pack
Hell yeah, the street
before
hot dogs.
before it sells out. Oh yeah, the street hot dogs.
Hell yeah, that dude, you freaking turned me around on this.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Well, like there's a lot of like the micheladas and stuff. Sometimes they'll put like a piece of bacon in it.
Well,
You know?
everything bacon's.
Yeah. So basically, we could pour it onto a cup and then just stir it with bacon.
Yeah. You ever try the bacon milkshake?
Either. From Whataburger?
It was from Jack in the Box, I think. They had one a while ago. It did taste like bacon.
I know I've never tried anything like
Yeah, it
that.
was like a bacon milkshake by Jack in the Box a couple years ago. I don't know if they still do it.
Wow, it sounds insane. I'm pretty sure it was good. Did you try it?
I did.
Didn't like it?
You had the taste of bacon, but it was also very sweet.
Oh.
You just kind of like after like you drink it a couple
Well,
times.
it's just like if you had like a burger with bacon and a shake, I'm pretty sure.
And then after you ate that, you ate enough calories for like 10 days.
yeah,
So
which is bomb. It's
yeah,
America.
you don't have to eat
Yeah.
anymore for 10 days. So if
Yeah.
you get stranded in the desert,
Yeah, so I mentioned something about like tacos. I think this was sort of the image. Can you make the pictures bigger?
dude, I can do anything.
Right there. Click the first one. Right
Let's
there.
go.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Dude. It says many are having this debate whether or not ketchup belongs on tacos. Your face. Go on to the next image. Yeah. And it says he's a 10, but he puts ketchup on his taco. No, lady, he's a fucking 1. You added the 0. That's fucking absurd and disgusting. And look, dude, look, there. It's okay to be a fucking pussy and not like salsa, okay? But adding ketchup, it's disgusting, man. It's just like putting fucking ketchup on your steak, putting ketchup on your fucking tamales. Like it goes against, defies the laws of nature.
The laws of
It
nature.
spits in God's face. You know?
Can't argue
Do
with
y'all
that.
want to go to hell? Not to be alarmist.
How do you think they feel the
Yeah.
flames down there?
Yeah.
With ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I remember growing up.
No,
Where did this begin?
Yeah.
Is this like a Mexican thing? Like, we got like people in our culture being corrupted like that? Or
the first time I've ever seen this, like I was scrolling through it earlier, and like on the way back from Specs, I happened to go on to. I saw the video first, like
Okay.
when scrolling through TikTok, I think, and then they made its way onto Instagram. And then it was all like, "Yo, like, what the fuck is going on here?" And I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. I gotta bring this up because we try shit here. I don't want to try tacos with ketchup. I feel like it's a waste of tacos.
Look, we tried it on tamales, and we were hating on it. And our verdict was, okay, it didn't suck,
Yeah,
but it didn't make it better.
exactly.
And so, what's the point, right?
This one just feels like it's gross.
But that, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, first of all,
Yeah, but what if we try it and we like it?
but it's literally good. Look,
scared.
look. The tortilla is like the catalyst to your mouth. Okay,
Yeah.
it's the utensil you use. All right.
Right, right.
So ultimately, you're eating meat with ketchup. Okay. It just doesn't sound good.
Where does this? I'm sometimes say, where did this begin?
I'm pretty sure it's the same people who put fucking ketchup on their tamales. They're like, yo, what other dish can I ruin?
I've never been a fan of ketchup. Heck,
Yeah,
even
me
on,
neither.
even on French fries, I
Neither
put
do
I
I.
put like sauce, buffalo sauce, Valentina. That shit spanks.
Mm.
I don't know what's wrong with people. Look, like you said, like
Yeah.
obviously fries with ketchup is a thing, right? We're not gonna trash that.
Yeah.
But
Dude, and it's not even like fancy shit like truffle sauce or something different. It's just fucking ketchup. Are you fucking
ketchup.
kidding me?
so what? Like did they find the tacos too dry that they just had to make them humid somehow? So
Okay.
they're like put ketchup in it.
That's what Rick says. Whenever he doesn't have salsa,
Right, he puts ketchup on the
ketchup
tamales because he feels they were too dry.
Yeah.
But dip them in beer or something. Like
Yeah.
we tried that one, hot dog and beer.
Yeah, we did.
And it didn't suck either. Better than ketchup.
Yo, this is literally Mythbusters or what?
What did I say? Like, we have to freaking Tide Pods are gonna taste good now. Nothing is bad.
Daddy's like, yo, maybe those kids were up to something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Look,
I would try it for the podcast.
Yeah,
But I'm not. I already know.
yeah,
that
I'm not gonna like it.
I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. I'd rather eat the tacos just
Yeah.
like that without the ketchup.
Well, I think
What kind of tacos these are too, by the way?
they
'Cause
look like carne, looks like fajita. Yeah,
that's ruining good food meat.
I know,
Right
it
there.
is.
That's a.
I guess we gotta do it. But can we do it like Whataburger or like spicy ketchup?
The spicy ketchup.
Yeah,
See, that's Whataburger trying to get people back to normal. You
Yeah.
know, like, oh, let's put some spicy in this, and maybe
put some spicy.
let's get them back to the right
Yeah.
area. I don't know. I just
Oh my god.
I look. Also, me personally, I don't like sweet meat, like barbecue sauce. I don't like it. I grew up always eating meat with like salty stuff. Like
You know they have a spicy barbecue too, right?
they do, but it's still sweet. It's still sweet, and so I've never liked sweet stuff on meat. So whenever I eat tacos, it's like salty and spicy. So the ketchup is like it doesn't.
Have you ever had pastor with pineapple on it?
Yeah, I've had it. I've had it.
I like it. I'm a big pineapple.
I mean, it makes it makes it juicier, but like pastor tacos, like the ones from our hometown in Mexico, hard to find. Very, very, very hard to find.
I love how much of a purist you are to your motherland when it comes to tacos. You know?
It's just I don't know.
We gotta go to Mexico and put ketchup on our tacos and
in
see.
front of the taco guy. And
Oh.
give me my tacos
He'll
back. Fucking
deport us.
back to the U.S. He's like, give me my tacos back. That's a disrespect.
Yeah.
Take your money back.
Yeah, so this was insane.
Okay, if you do that, what are we missing? All right.
Nobody who
look.
listens to us does that shit.
I know.
Dude, you know Puerto Ricans put cheese in their chocolate, in their coffee?
They put cheese in
Like
their
melted cheese
in their coffee.
in their coffee.
Like what kind of cheese?
I've seen people put like the like fresco, but I think
Oh,
melted
fresco.
cheese. Like the white one.
Like the mozzarella cheese?
Just Google it. It's freaking disgusting, and I had to confront Lauda. Yeah, like I'm dating a Puerto Rican, and I was all like, I sent it to her, and I was like, what is this disgusting thing I'm looking at?
Café con queso. Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, and apparently she doesn't eat it, but she says that one time, I don't want to share her personal family. Whatever, we're gonna say, fuck it, you know, this is what you get for dating the podcaster, okay? She says that
you get the pros
Yeah.
and you get the cons.
She said,
I don't know what the pros are, but yeah,
she says
they're
that-
somewhere.
She says that her sister and her were at their like grandparents,
Okay.
and like her sister was like drinking her chocolate or whatever, and then like some crumbs fell in her mouth, and she's like, "Yo, you gave me a dirty freaking cup," and she's like, "No, it's cheese."
It's a cheese. Oh, it's
Yeah,
cheese.
it's cheese, and I'm like, that is so gross.
So look at this story. I was getting some blood drawn today, and the lady doing the draw was talking to me about coffee. She says she's Puerto Rican and told me about how they put cheese in their coffee. I'm thinking, oh, okay. She admitted it sounded strange, but it's very good. When I got home, I Googled and found a supposedly traditional Puerto Rican drink called café con queso. From Google, café con queso starts with strong espresso, then adds a little bit of hot chocolate mix, steamed milk, cinnamon, and then a thin wedge of hard cheese like Asiago or Pecorino Romano.
Okay, go back. We need a video so y'all can see how this looks because
Let's see.
it's
A video, or we can go to images.
Either or.
Don't tell me that's
looks
that.
so fucking gross.
Don't tell me that's what that is.
That looks so gross.
Laura, is that what that is?
That is so gross. Yeah.
Look, we need to show.
She doesn't eat.
We need to show them.
She doesn't like cheese.
No, we need to show them. Oh, she's safe. We need to show them cookies. Okay, that's a better thing to dip.
Yeah, pan con
conchas.
café.
Conchas.
Oh, so she had never had a concha before
right. I
meeting
remember you
me.
mentioned that.
Yeah, and she said she liked it, which is
Good.
good. Yeah, but look at that picture to the right, like the one. Oh no,
This one?
No, it was on the other one.
Oh,
Like right there, that one in the middle. That one. Look how good that picture was taken, but that's so disgusting. No, I'm sorry. I think it's time to nuke Puerto Rico.
like queso fresco. Unless it's too hot, it'll stay as a little queso,
Cube.
right? But the other one, it'll melt and it'll get slimy like the other picture.
Yeah, like those.
like
Those pictures look so fucking gross.
They grew that on
Yeah.
a tree.
It's funny because I had told my friend Omar about it, and then like out of nowhere he kept getting a bunch of because he kept sending them to me. So his algorithm was like, oh look, he's interested in this. And then like the other day I was going through his stories. He's like, why do I keep getting cursed with these fucking videos? and I was like, all I could do was apologize. I'm like, that's my bad.
That's all you get. So I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
are we trying this for the podcast?
No.
Okay,
Look,
but
we had
here's
to
my
draw
thing.
a line
Here's my
somewhere.
thing. I understand that, but here's my thing. Here's the reason why I asked this. There's a whole almost country. There's a whole territory.
It's a commonwealth.
And there's a whole territory
Yeah.
filled with people that drink this.
You
They-
try to branch into the Puerto Rican market.
Well, no, what I'm curious is, can a whole almost country, can a whole territory, can a whole U.S. territory be fooled to like something that's bad? That's what I wonder.
Dude, is that where you're going with this?
What do you mean?
That we're a bad podcast, so we can sneak our way in.
No, I was saying that there's
Daddy, that's literally what it sounded like. You were saying you're like, if they can be fooled to like terrible shit, just wait till they find out about us.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. What I was saying was that you have a lot of people that like this drink. So when you have that many people, I wonder if there's something we're missing. Like we were scared of pilk.
You think we're missing something
Like
in our lives?
What? Sure, we can put it that way. It's not that deep, but you know. But I'm saying, like, if there's that many people that enjoy it, I wonder.
We try it, and if you like it, you have to serve it at your wedding. Why did you get all serious?
Just start. Put some tequila in it.
Oh
We'll
shit!
fix it up.
Yep. We'll see what Stacy
Tequila
says.
shot. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Ask Laura to ask her family the recipe.
The best cheese.
The best cheese to put in that.
Yeah.
What do they put?
That is so
is it the melty cheese or is it the one that just stays as a cube?
Ugh, dude, I can't look at the melty cheese. It looks so gross.
It looks like honey.
It really
like nasty honey.
It looks like honey to you.
At first, it looked like honey, but it is very slimy.
Yeah,
very
it looks like an alien spit that out. So
Yeah.
gross. Get that off the screen.
Let's go. Let's get out of here, everybody. Well, have you
eating.
tried café con queso? Let us know in the comments. Or are you looking? Whatever you do, don't try ketchup
This
on
has
tacos.
literally been like we took like an awful turn.
This is the worst segment we've ever had. But okay, café con queso or ketchup tamales? Ketchup tacos.
Café con tacos.
Café con tacos. I like that one. Yeah, he found the solution.
Yeah.
We put tacos in the cafe. That's much better. Kind of is.
All right, so you want to end on the video or do you want to like go into the random folder?
Well, we have like 12 minutes. Okay, let's ask the public. What do you want? Random stuff or the video? Okay, random it is.
Fucking Dora. It's like a
Random it is.
callback.
Yeah. Random it is.
Yeah.
Let's go. What is this?
Okay, so it says 2 out of 3 U.S. adults prefer watching movies on streaming rather than going to theaters, according to a new poll, which is fucking stupid. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. There's movies that you have to experience on the big screen. There's an appreciation you get when you go to the theater.
To the big screen, yeah.
Yeah, I freaking love going to the theater. I'll go for any. I'll go watch fucking Winnie the Pooh, the horror movie.
Well, that one
Yeah.
makes sense. No, but any movie, like you think any movie, like there's not some movies where you're like, I could watch this at home.
I think the CGI on like big blockbuster
Right.
films need to be seen on the
like
big screen.
one movie I went to go see with a group of friends was Gone Girl,
Oh,
and it's a good movie. Pisses you off, but it's like I could watch this at home right now. Like that, I don't feel like that was a movie
I
that.
think that is like a cozy. It's because it's also based off of a book.
Right, but it
And
was
that movie. I always mention that movie when I hate that fucking movie. I love the movie, but it like there's no other movie that pisses me off like that movie pisses me off.
I have some that piss me off more.
Which one?
Dragon
Ball Evolution.
No. Well, I guess I don't know if piss off.
It's because Gone Girl's really hard to beat because the ending is just like so infuriating.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know if piss off. Yeah, I guess The Mist brings out like some weird sensation. The first time I saw it, it was hard for me to sleep after I watched The Mist. Like I was disturbed.
Made you uncomfy.
Yeah, I was very disturbed. Like the people that made that great cover, like that, and also the Red Wedding on Game of Thrones. That one really fucked me up. Like I could not sleep.
Yeah,
that really messed me up. I was like, but I don't know that I was mad. I don't think I was mad.
Yeah.
But it really like bothered me. Like
It
really,
especially like the king, like it's just a fucking.
It just bothered me so much. But Gone Girl, it didn't bother me, but I was like, so maybe as far as like anger goes, okay, perhaps Gone Girl does it, and the other ones they just I don't know. There was a sensation that I had never felt.
That's good though. That's good writing.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, look, even though Gone Girl,
I can't imagine, but I can remember that.
Yeah, he has that fantasia. Be more.
I see ghosts.
That's not what that means.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, but yeah, like.
And speaking of ghosts, where's Rick? It's because I went that way and I saw the empty seat. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Making it seem like he died.
Oh no! Like
speaking of ghosts, where's my friend who's obviously still alive?
Well, yeah, he's alive, but it's because the
Demon Slayer.
The Demon Slayer is right next to him, and he didn't take him for protection.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Rick is fine.
What do you think we're going to be doing if he was here right now?
You gotta watch like a whole season of your podcast to get that joke.
He says that the other day when we were talking about the pig and about Toriyama that we messed up by not making that joke. Rick is alive.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. We gave him a day off today.
Yeah.
So yeah, but back to this thing. 2/3 of people
are
rather
stupid.
You think it's just kind of like a lazy thing? Like I have to drive and then buy a ticket and
no, not just lazy. I think a lot.
What about money? Do you think money's an issue? Like you buy a $10, $12, $15 membership for a month, you watch everything you want. Versus over here, let's say $9 and you get watch.
Well, I think a lot has to do with the way people are built nowadays. It's very isolated. Sure. Like they say, loneliness has increased by dramatics. Nobody wants to go to the movies alone. If going to the movies alone was more readily not viewed as you're a fucking loser dork, I think it'd be better. But because if you're watching the movie alone at home, who
cares?
It's the exact same thing.
Nobody knows.
The only difference is over here you can get popcorn, and you can get a soda, and it's just
expensive though.
Oh yeah, it's fucking arm in the leg.
That's
bro.
why you put him.
But if you have a membership, you get like 30% off.
You do. I do.
I'll do whenever I pay, and it's like, oh, you save $4. I'm like, dude, $4 is a lot.
Yeah, and then you basically get the back because you get the tickets to go in there. No, you're right about that.
Yeah, so I genuinely think it's because of the isolationist way that we're going.
Are you a person that rather watch? My dad is like that, but my dad is just cheap.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go. Are you alone? Just follow the podcast. We got you.
You could do that. You can join 330 other lonely people. But no, what other things are we not considering about watching it at home versus going to the movie theater? I don't know. Maybe people.
You can be in your boxers.
You can be in your box. You can cook and just eat there, like while you're watching the movie.
If it's on your phone, you can watch it at work.
You can watch it at work, but this is at home. Or you might work from home.
I watch a lot of shit at work, because I can just have background noise.
Yeah.
Today I was watching a scary movie.
Really?
Yeah, I never do that because I'm usually all alone in the office.
Yeah.
But I was like, this one seemed interesting.
What was it? Which one?
It was. Do you go on Hulu?
Okay.
Just type Hulu and then put knife. Game movie. That were right there. All fun and games. Yeah. I think it came out last year. It looks fairly decent. Okay. And I had wanted to watch it because the main girl from Stranger Things was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and so was like the kid from there's like a sex ed show. I don't remember what it's called on Netflix. It's a comedy. Like that kid's like also the main character. So it's like popular people.
Popular people in them.
Yeah, so I wanted to watch it, and I was watching that one.
I watched Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, did you like it?
It's not bad.
I thought it was gonna fucking suck. It was. I loved it.
Yeah.
I watched it in the theaters. That one was really good in theaters.
I could see that. I didn't watch it in the theater. I
See?
watched it on
fucking lonely loser.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. Like yeah, it didn't suck. I don't think it's memorable, but it didn't suck either. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think they're making like a whole like franchise off of it, so there's gonna be more of them.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. My thing was like it was a Dungeons and Dragons movie, right? They talk about some cities that they talk about in Dungeons and Dragons, but I thought they were gonna like at least show the dice somehow. I didn't see the dice. Did I miss that?
And it's just I feel like that'll be real hard to try to play into.
Well, they could have make it like an item, like oh, I got a 5 and this happened. I don't know, like at least one place to reference the game. Well, I don't feel like they referenced other than the fact that they used like the Baldur's Gate, like the name of the city. You're like, oh well, that's related to Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait, Baldur's Gate from Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. Which they made a game, right?
Well, yeah, because I know people love.
Yeah, people love it, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's from Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not a loser.
He's not a loser.
Yeah.
I am. But I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe at the end of the movie, it's gonna be like some teenagers like, all right, guys, we can close the session. We'll play it again next time. I just show
I think that would have pissed me off. I'm being completely honest. Look, I understand why you would want like a game aspect of it if you care about.
I don't really care them to show it like it's a game. But just to like, it is related to the game. And I'm like, they could have called this, adventure in the fictional world. And obviously they're using the name to catch attention.
But I think the whole having like the gameplay master guy, whatever, the one who calls the shots, probably like the most you get out of it.
Sure. And they don't have to like for example, Stranger Things, they had the whole thing about them playing the Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. And then they make the villain. It's like, oh, it's like in the game, right? They're using their imagination, kind of connects to the villain. I'm not saying it had to be like that, like where there's a story outside of what's the fictional going on. I'm just saying, like, I didn't see like reference to the game itself, and I thought I would see at least somewhere where just they roll the dice for something. It didn't even have to be big; it just could be just like a side thing, just to be like, there it is. But I didn't see that. Obviously, like it doesn't kill the movie. I'm just saying. Speaking of Stranger Things, I was going to ask you this. I thought about it. So the main guy, not the main guy, but one of the main guys, the one that ends up becoming like the nanny, like the guy who's like the popular guy, and then so he's a singer, right?
He does that Chicago song.
Yeah, that one. So I was asking Stacy because Stacy has been listening to his music for a while, but she didn't know it was him. And then she looked him up. It's like it's the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then the Chicago song came on, so he like. There's a lot of TikToks and stuff like that with it. So
there's a lot of actors that have been successful musicians.
Right. So then I asked Stacey, like, how come nobody knew? Like, unless you looked it up, like it wasn't like obvious that it was this Stranger Things guy. And I think she looked it up.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that Chicago song is mid as hell.
Well, that's fine. But the point that I was trying to make is like obviously he's popular, and the what I asked her was like, why didn't he use his popularity to like kind of like, hey guys, we have a band, check us out. And I think she looked that up, and I think the response was he didn't want to be popular in the musical world because of his acting career. Yeah. He wanted to be if he wanted to be popular, and him and his band, if they wanted to be popular for music, it was because of their music, not because they had a fan base. Yeah,
that's the same thing that happened with Jared Leto from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, like whenever he started doing the whole acting stuff, like he completely stopped doing music. And it was like vice versa. Like he's like, I'm either gonna hit it with this or I'm gonna hit it with that.
Well, the reason I bring it up is that's like a question to you is like if you got famous for I don't know podcast or painting or photography, like super famous, like just fucking like everybody for the most part they know who you are. Would you do the same where you're like I don't want that fame to bleed to this other thing where I don't know if I'm good at it or people just follow me because I'm good at the other thing.
See, look, I think there's layers to it because I think
like an ogre,
good, like an ogre. Yeah, you have to peel them back like like an onion. Look, I think if the music is good, it's gonna stand out no matter if you're a celebrity or not.
Sure.
I think to begin with is let's not pretend like you're starting from the ground up. You have enough money to buy the best instruments. You can go to the best studios.
Right.
You can get like
You know people?
Yeah, you know people. So it's like it's not like like I want to start from the garage, because that's not the same thing. You're not starting from zero like everyone else.
Sure.
Let's say you start from like freaking like they always use this popular saying whenever you talk about people who are like nepotism inclined. Like he might not be like brought up through family. I don't know his attachments.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're like you were born on third base and thought you hit a home run when you made it. Okay, and the same thing goes with this. I was like, look, you have the opportunity to not need a real job, so you didn't have to spend most of your time. You got to spend like an entire 2 months writing the songs. Maybe that's why they're as good as they are. So I don't think it's the same thing. Even with like Jared Leto, like 30 Seconds to Mars is fucking fantastic.
Right.
But you already have the money.
Sure, and I don't disagree with any of that. But my question kind of goes to like,
will I use that?
Well, one is personal. Would you like be like, yeah, well, I don't like. I guess there is a part of you that sure, like, you could be at your full potential if you didn't have this side job and these other things to do, right? And so you could go all out with all your creativity and energy on that thing, and that's your best self. But then that's one thing, right? But then the other thing is, okay, I would like to know that people like my music for the music, and that my fame in this other realm isn't boosting me and making me think that I'm good when I'm not, or making me think that I'm doing good when perhaps I still need to work on my music. There's the two questions.
The internet's mean enough nowadays that they'll let you know. I think like the days of where like the radio is going to play you just because you're successful is done.
Okay.
I think now with the way that like how direct music is to people's, I think you're gonna find a really, really tough time trying to use your whole like nepotism in music.
Sure.
It's not everybody's. I'm like everybody loves Steve. I think his name is Steve from
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not gonna go look for his music. All right. I'm not that I don't care enough about him.
You think there's people that are such fans that do that though?
I
know you're not.
I imagine that there is. Don't get me wrong, but
not enough to make him the
something.
difference. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And like the thing is, like they wrote something very catchy for TikTok, and that's where it took off. Now, are we gonna say that like TikTok blew that one sound up? Does that mean his whole catalog is amazing? No, because then it's the same thing.
Sure.
It's like, and in this instance, TikTok dictated that it's your song's turn. And you got to make the most of it, even if you were a celebrity beforehand, And yeah, I mean, look, and I would take every advantage of being a celebrity to push my music,
right.
And if I suck, I suck. But the thing is,
but follow me on Spotify.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, at the end of the day, you want people to hear your music. Am I gonna be like, I was like, I want less people to hear my music? No, but I do understand that you wanted to stand on its own legs.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I was more like on the point. I'm like, fuck, like just be like, hey guys, check my music out. Like you don't have to push it, but that was the sentiment.
My first song will be called "Stranger Things."
The guy from Steve from Stranger Things.
Yeah, I am Steve.
Yeah,
the one, Steve Harrington.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
how did we talk so much? We didn't even go through all the random. Which is my fault. I'm sorry.
It's good. Like it was a good episode.
If you want to know, come back next week.
Whatever. Yeah.
We'll be here. No April Fools. We will be here.
Or will we?
Or will.
Ooh, sorry, Danny. I'm so sorry. I stepped in it.
That's okay. It's not the first time he does that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again. We have been the Unqualified Gurus.
You can find Overt from the Unqualified Gurus podcast on Spotify.
I have a new song that I think is freaking amazing.
It's a great song. I give you that. All the other times I've said it's a great song was lying. This one though, on point. But have you found the name? If you don't tell anybody. Come back next week.
No, I'm trying to rebrand my artist name from Overt. I still don't know.
I've been giving him some spanking ideas, but you know how creative people are. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. Let us know what you think about what we talked about today, and if there's anything you want us to talk about later.
Yep. Peace
out.